This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Audible. Coming up, we sit down once again to figure out what our favorite movies are in today's edition of Versus.
It's time again for Versus, where we head over to the website flickchart.com, are given two movies to decide which is the better, all the while creating a list of our TRS favorite movies of all time, as well as a list of shame of a movie that we
not
haven't
one
seen.
of the three of us or some of us have not seen yet.
That's right. And you can see these lists compiled at flickchart.com/totallyradshow.
Very interested.
Mike,
Yes.
give us the first.
All right.
Pairing.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Oof, I am ready. I just got excited.
Sin City versus Collateral.
Collateral.
Which one was Collateral again? Was
Michael
that the
Mann,
Michael Mann?
Tom Cruise.
Collateral. There's good parts of Sin City, but overall it was a little like...
I like Collateral a lot. I'm gonna say Sin City just to throw in a little spice.
No, don't do that.
do that.
What if
Don't
we
do
don't-
that. What's your choice?
No, what's your choice?
I like Collateral.
Ah, there it is.
Like it doesn't
I like
matter.
Sin City a lot.
Yeah.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou versus The Terminator.
The Terminator.
The Terminator, the OG one? Not that there was a remake.
Yep.
The Terminator.
What is it? Yeah.
Back to the Future Part 3 versus A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story.
I have not seen Back to the Future Part 3.
What?
Yeah, or 2.
What?
Oh my God!
How do we not know this? What? How do we not know this? 5 years we've been doing this show.
I've seen parts of them.
You don't even know what a hoverboard is.
I know what a hoverboard is.
5
I've seen
years
I've
we've
seen
done
two
this
then. I saw
show.
Hoverboard.
And this is the
Not
first
three.
time?
Three's the
What
west,
happened to
west
two?
one. Three's the west one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why?
what I haven't seen.
What else what did you think you didn't see about 2? Why did you think for a second you didn't see 2?
Because I don't remember seeing either. I just remember those are the ones that I didn't see that were like from the. But I remember hoverboards.
I don't. Were you like wait every time we play Versus? You're like, oh my God, Back to the Future 3 doesn't
Actually,
come up.
Back to the Future 2 was on, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, I should watch these again. This one.
I cannot believe it. That Back to the Future 3 is on our list of shame, our cumulative list
2
of shame.
and 3. Well, 2 hasn't come up yet.
I've seen two. I've seen two. So
No,
2 was the
I don't.
hoverboards.
No,
yeah.
You saw like a hoverboard scene once. or
No, I
something.
didn't. I saw 2.
How did you not?
That was with Bill.
I
from Store of the
am
Almanac.
Jack's
Yeah.
complete.
Yeah.
Seen 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
Surprise.
I don't know what to
Not
do
three.
anymore.
My whole
I think
world
we
has gone
broke the game.
topsy-turvy.
But now,
broke
you know
this.
what I mean? It's a little bit like.
How did we not know this?
It's a little bit
know.
like. Well, but see, here's the thing. It's a little bit like. I never want to see it because I'm like, well, if I see it and I don't like it,
It's
then
not
I'm not
great.
gonna like that.
It's good.
And every time I see like little parts of it,
not great.
there's like a Michael J. Fox hoedown going on, and I'm like, I don't-
It's fun. You actually would probably love it.
I probably
great.
would, but I've been
Yeah.
avoiding
You
it
should just
because I was
watch
like,
it, dude.
I know
Just
I should,
fucking
I
watch
should,
it.
I should. My list.
This is the shocker. We can't
go
top that.
on anymore.
I know. We can't do
Broke
this
the show,
anymore.
broke
I mean,
the
it
show.
would have been more shocking if it was Back to the Future, but
Yeah.
still.
But
Well,
still, this is about
yeah.
as shocking as it gets.
I guess we'll continue.
yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
okay.
All right.
The
here we
fact
go.
that that's on our list of shame is ridiculous.
That's not as mind blowing to me as just the fact. I mean, it's the same fact. but it's in fact
That's not as
means the same
mind blowing as
thing.
just that
that
fact.
you haven't seen it. Like it's just so common. It's so
It's like
plebeian.
it's
that
like
you
I
hadn't
didn't
seen it.
finish the
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Did
It's like
not,
I never saw
definitely
Return of the
did
Jedi. I don't know.
You got back to the blue balls.
I did get back to the blue balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Were you wondering what happened
Moving
to
on.
Emmett Brown?
moving
And the
on.
guy shows up in the rain with
Yeah,
a
the
letter.
note, and you're like, what?
I guess it all works out fine.
Yeah.
So the trains and.
I saw a little bit of the trains, but from like on TV. So.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
All right.
All right.
Wow. Well, let's see how you do with this one.
Uh-oh.
Castaway versus A Christmas Story.
I've never seen A Christmas Story.
Shut up.
Huh.
Mm.
Yeah, right. I was just about to say, oh, Christmas Story, fuck you. And then I was like, wait a minute.
You have to go Christmas Story.
Yeah, I think it is
Castaway,
Christmas Story.
great movie.
It's pretty great.
Christmas Story, classic
Yeah.
movie.
Castaway is a pretty great movie.
No, it's great. Did I not say that?
The little,
It's-
No, I didn't.
It's a classic.
long
Yeah.
in the
Classic
tooth.
Christmas
You,
Story.
you give it to the classics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mystic River versus Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Oh, this is a tough one,
First off,
dude.
I did not like Mystic River.
it's so good, though.
Spaceballs, because it's also Spaceballs.
Oh, this
Come on.
You did just say give it to the classics.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is a classic. Yeah.
When is this happening? Now. This is happening now. Did we ever do the big?
Only just for that scene. Spaceballs is probably my favorite Mel Brooks
Merchandising.
movie. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your favorite Mel Brooks movie over
Blazing
History of the
Saddles
World
and
versus-
History of the World.
History of the World
is a great movie.
I'm not a Young
What about
Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, I'm not a Young
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein guy.
But
I'm going with
Spaceballs, right?
Spaceballs.
No, I'm going Mystic River.
Well, that's
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right.
The Lost World, Jurassic Park
Yes.
versus
Whatever. I don't care.
Versus not.
Knocked Up.
Yes.
Knocked Up is good.
I didn't love Knocked Up.
Knocked Up is good.
But Knocked Up.
I thought I really disliked Knocked Up. I don't remember. I don't
you
think I
didn't
liked
see
it
it
at
when
all.
we
No,
saw
I
it.
didn't
You
review it,
didn't
but I
review
saw
it?
it later and really disliked
But also
it.
The Lost World is sad.
Was that 3 or 2?
2? You probably didn't.
Spielberg?
You
that
probably
was
didn't see part 3.
Yeah, that was the. Actually, I did. I
you
did
never
see
see
part 3.
part 3.
I did see part 3, but that was the one where it was like
Gymnastics.
in all of Jurassic Park, the Jeff Goldblum character talks about how he would never ever have kids, and all of a sudden he has kids, and it's a little.
Does he have kids?
Yeah, but it's
the
from a
little,
different
like-
marriage.
Well,
something.
I know,
a
but
different
he's
marriage,
literally.
Alex.
But he
if you
doesn't-
watch the original one, Jurassic Park, he was like, "Oh, I would never have kids, horrible. I'd
That's
never
right.
have kids." And
I
then all of a
remember
sudden, it
that
was like,
part.
"Oh, that whole time I was telling you about that, yeah, I had a kid."
That's called
It's like-
being a guy.
Yeah, I guess. Whoa. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wait, what did we decide?
Not
We called
Lost World.
Knocked Up. Yeah. Chicago versus Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
No, not Chicago. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, Brother, right there. And I can
hold on.
actually put that on my list of shame because I never saw Chicago. Because why would I want to see Chicago?
Oh, you didn't see Chicago?
No, I don't see movies.
You see Chicago Part 3.
Oh yeah, I saw Chi-Town, Chicago.
I
Part
really,
3.
in fact,
No, my
Duncan Jones
name.
tweeted today, in last 20 years, which of the best picture winners do you think doesn't belong there? And
Gladiator.
Chicago was mine.
Gladiator.
I liked Gladiator.
That's right, I said it, audience. Gladiator.
Really, more than Chicago?
Does not belong as
you
the
like
best
Chicago?
picture. I didn't like Chicago, but I didn't hate it.
I'd have to
You
see.
hated Gladiator?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I did.
I just
Interesting.
wow.
Yes. I did.
Okay, so Twister versus Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, brother.
Brother,
Brother,
Where
Where
Art
Art
Thou?
Thou?
Twister, not so good.
No. In some aspects, it's better than you would think or remember, and in some places, it's worse.
In the context of people versus hurricane movies, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Serenity versus Superman Returns.
Serenity.
It's definitely
I'm not a
Serenity,
hater of
but I will
Superman
say.
Returns.
No, you know
But
what?
I'm not a
hater
I
of
watched
Superman
it
Returns, but-
recently, and it's bad. Superman Returns. It's bad. And
It
had some
it hurts
cool-
me to
yeah,
say,
I saw
but
it.
it's
I
not
saw it
good.
again, and it had some cool moments, but you
The
just gotta
space shuttle
really,
moment's great.
You gotta,
But
like
that's
the
about
gun
it.
to the eyeball, there was some really
I
good
also
stuff.
like I like the kid. I like the decision he has
Yeah.
to make, and I like the piano moment with the kid.
Yeah.
And that end decision is that's how you do Superman. But it's not a great.
That's how
movie.
she did Superman. What?
Hey,
Spoiler.
Lois
Spoiler
Lane.
alert.
She's a whore.
Stranger Than Fiction versus Home Alone.
Home
Stranger
Alone.
Than Fiction.
Which one?
Alone.
Stranger
For
Than Fiction
sure.
is the Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
I just
voiceover.
watched Home Alone over Christmas.
because it's a Christmas movie.
Wow. Yeah, it is. Like I always been telling
I think
you.
I'm actually gonna say
It's
Stranger
not.
Than Fiction
It doesn't
as well.
hold up well.
That's a great movie.
Classic.
Stranger Than Fiction.
No,
is
no,
a
no,
great
no.
movie.
Have you watched
What
it
do you say about
recently?
classics? I mean, I see it when it's on TV.
I mean, I see it.
His
I see
acting
it.
is
socially.
bad.
But that's what-
And the movie as a whole doesn't
I don't
hold up.
think-
You know who's amazing in it? Is what's her name? The mom.
Joe Pesci.
No.
Daniel Stern.
She's in a completely different film than everybody else.
Right.
She's in this real movie, and everybody else
I
is
know
in
what
this.
you're. I definitely know what you're saying, but I feel like same is
Catherine
true. with-
O'Hara.
Yeah, same is true with like Goonies. I mean, there's a little bit of like
You
the
gotta give
acting
it.
of the time.
Stranger Than Fiction speaks to me, man. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Great movie.
All right.
But
It won.
Iron Man versus Casino Royale.
ooh,
Iron Man. Iron Man. I said it.
I'm gonna go with
First
Iron
Iron
Man
Man.
too.
Both of them
I like,
lose it in the third act, I think.
but they're also both amazing reboots to
Iron Man is not a reboot.
whatever. I saw some.
Well,
cartoons
Iron Man
when I was a
reboots.
kid. Yeah.
In the movie.
Both
So,
of them had amazing reboot moments.
what are you
He
choosing?
reboots his phone. Iron Man reboots.
What are you choosing?
Iron Man.
Really? I'm going Casino Royale, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. Matrix Reloaded versus Mystic River.
Mystic River.
Matrix Reloaded. I would prefer to watch that movie than Mystic River.
Wow.
Pretty soon Juno's gonna come up here and it's gonna be the same record.
The Terminator versus Slumdog Millionaire.
Terminator.
Computer G.
What Women Want versus Austin Powers.
The Mel Gibson movie?
Never seen What Women Want.
Is it the Mel Gibson movie or the Amanda Bynes movie?
If only I had seen
This is
it.
the Mel Gibson
Mel
movie.
Gibson movie.
Never seen it.
$1 Million Baby versus Austin Powers International.
$1 Million
Management.
Baby.
The first Austin Powers.
$1 Million Baby.
Considerable. Potentially comedy classic.
I'm gonna go with Austin Powers. I mean, I liked $1 Million Baby. It
swing
wasn't
vote.
blown
I don't
away.
know. I really have a
but
tough
Austin
time with the
Powers, when I was
genre
sitting in that theater watching Austin Powers, it was a change in my whole dynamic of what is possible with comedy.
That's how I feel about Ace Ventura, but I don't feel that way
$1
about
Million
Austin.
Baby.
Ace Ventura. I mean, talk about acting.
No,
of
I
the
get
time.
it. But I wouldn't put it above Stranger Than Fiction.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay, well that's bold.
Yeah, but we're not
Okay.
talking about either of those movies. We're talking about Austin Powers.
But in our
International
hypothetical-
Man of Mystery.
I'm just
Yeah, baby.
like it's tough because
$1 Million Baby.
Austin Powers was like that for my circle of friends, like for my high
No,
school
it was for
era.
everybody
And
who
for
was in the
Yeah.
world.
No, I know,
It's
I know.
true.
But
That
but
time
but
period.
me,
Everybody's circle
No,
of
no,
friends.
agreed. But what I'm saying is, but for me,
But
I
for
never
me.
laughed at it as much as my friends were laughing at it.
Not
But
as much as you laughed at $1 Million Baby.
I recognized its power. But $1 Million Baby
Hilarious.
is I gotta go with $1 Million Baby.
What did you go with?
$1 Million
Million
Baby.
Baby.
Okay, so I see you guys took the wrong choice. And you hate comedy.
But I love babies.
Big Lebowski versus Starship Troopers.
Big Lebowski. Big Lebowski.
I'm gonna go Big Lebowski,
Thank you.
definitely, but Starship Troopers is a
Starship Troopers,
pretty
I
cool
did revisit,
movie.
and there's
Yeah.
a lot, surprising amount of a movie like that holds up because it's so stylish, it's so
Yeah.
campy,
Yeah.
it's so
But compared to
bold.
Big Lebowski,
Yeah, no, I'll go with
an
Big
American
Lebowski.
classic.
I'll go with Big Lebowski.
Van-
Not an American classic.
It is an American classic.
Van Helsing versus Hancock.
Cult classic.
I've never seen Van Helsing.
But this is a great.
That's fine.
But this is
Versus
a great
what?
combo.
I'm not embarrassed of this fact.
I didn't mind.
Wait,
Van
what was it
Helsing.
versus?
Hancock.
Hancock.
Which I thought was
Well,
really
he never
interesting.
saw Van Helsing.
All right, whatever.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button versus Hancock.
Wow.
Button, Benjamin Button, for sure.
I don't know. Hancock's really
I love
good.
Benjamin Button.
Me
though.
neither, but more than Hancock.
But there were a lot of cool things in Hancock.
There's a lot of cool things in Benjamin Button.
Yeah,
Just
a man
one cool
reverses
thing.
his age.
Valid.
That's the only cool thing.
Yeah, I'll go with Benjamin Button.
And there's a great section in the middle where they live together and they're crossing their ages that is really beautiful.
All right, Benjamin.
Thank you.
That's it.
All right, we got through a lot and a lot of revelations.
There was an exploding
Major
minds that
revelations.
happened.
Some spoilers.
If I don't love how 2012ing became a thing, but if I had to embrace that, I would say
totally 2012.
You 2012 us. Big
Crap out
time.
of us.
Amazing.
Big time. Side note, it's
It should be called Back to the Future 3 now.
really
That's
should.
so
like
not
Trump's
as
2012.
You 3 us. Oh, it's way bigger deal.
No, I
than
mean that's so
enjoying
much harder to
2012.
say.
Yeah.
It is hard
Being
to say.
2012 is amazing.
UBTTF 3
Don't
does.
even-
And he
The
did
more you
it
try, it
in
doesn't fit.
2012, so it's still kind of 2012.
I 2012 dude. That was my thing. Amazing.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you versus
this week,
all
this
your
week
joy.
we are totally twittering. This week on TRS, major like
Major
revelations.
Megaton announcement.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right.
Good times.
All right, everybody, be sure to stick around. We're going to be answering one of your Twitter questions right after this. But first, we want to thank our sponsor, Jeff Cannata.
Hey, Audible.com is the leading provider of downloadable digital audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. Now, audiobooks are fantastic. I love reading for pleasure. I think more people should do it. I wish I could do it more often. But Audible.com has my hookup to let me do it more often because when I can listen to an audiobook, I'm able to do other things at the same time, so I can double up.
Yeah, hey, man.
And read all these books that I really want to read. I'm very excited. I'm about to start the Steve Jobs book.
Very nice.
And I'm even more excited because I just had a meeting last week with an author of a really freaking awesome book that I just read, old school style with pages, called Traveling in Space. It's a really awesome, great ideas sci-fi book. And I think I'm going to be doing the audiobook for it. So
That's
we're trying to persuade Audible to put this book on Audible so you guys can check it out. In the meantime, they have over 100,000 titles to choose from. You can download them to your iPod and MP3 player. There's all the hottest, coolest books are there. Any genre. Anything you could possibly be interested in, fiction, nonfiction, what have you, and we'll hook you up with a free book. I've been recommending Ready Player One to people. That's Steve Jobs' book everybody's talking about. I'm just about to start listening to. audiblepodcast.com/totallyrad will get you your free audiobook so you can sign up today and get started enjoying books.
It's such a great way to advertise. Just be like, just try one.
And side
It's really
note,
the heroine of.
when Jeff, if you start a band, your first album can be called Reading for Pleasure.
Nice.
That's good. I like that.
Wait,
Wait, you just write my album for me?
Yeah.
He's an A&R guy from way back.
Really good.
All right, people. We'll see you tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow for our review of Man on a Ledge.
Today's Twitter question comes to us from @Floris. Is there a game you'd like to go back and revisit on an old console, but this time finish it 100% for nostalgia reasons? I'm just going.
Every
Finish.
sound should be pronounced with just an hard S for the rest of the show. Nothing will make me laugh harder.
That you would like to
some reason.
revisit it. So is there a game that you'd like to revisit?
Yes.
What is it?
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh God. Mine's Zelda. I never,
NES Zelda?
I never finished
Zelda?
NES.
You never finished Zelda?
I never finished NES Zelda.
Actually, my true answer is, my favorite game of all time is Ultima 7, and it just came out on Good Old Games, GOG.com.
Yeah.
And I bought it. It was really inexpensive. It was like $6. And it's one of those things like sitting on my hard drive, and I want to go back and replay it. I just don't know when I'll have the time.
Do you know that Bard's Tale was on iOS?
Yeah, but it's not the original OG Barge Tale. I don't think.
I think it is.
I don't think it is. I
People
think
were
it's
like, the King, now it's controlling on that.
Yeah, but I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know.
I think it's the Brian Fargo's reboot, but I could be wrong.
I have no idea. You could be very right
What
as
about
well.
you, buddy?
Well, anyone who knows me knows Sega CD is my favorite system. And
Sewer Shark? You
one of
finally
I finished Sewer Shark.
Oh.
I finished Sewer Shark. One of the games I reached the end and could never beat, but it also when you die, so it's like it's starting from the beginning. It's all one big movie. Is Double Switch starring Corey Haim and Deborah Harry. It was basically like Night Trap after Night Trap was banned. It's the same thing. You have to hit like a B all the time to set traps for people. But it's one long story movie. So that or Ground Zero Texas, which was also like a movie.
Nice.
I would love to finish.
Well,
those
thank
games.
you @Floris.